In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I was able to adapt an old style tractor implement to my more modern day skid steer. I did not even know that you could make the adaptation that I'm going to show you in this video, and in fact, I almost gave up on it and was going to just lose the attachment that I really like to use. Now, a lot of people, especially ones that are taking care of a larger property, are switching from a tractor to using something like a skid steer. Tractors will have all of their implements in the back of the machine using something called a 3-point hitch along with a power takeoff. Here you can see this drive shaft. This is also called the PTO, and now you can connect something to the back of the machine, but you can also power it using the engine of the tractor. And this is not a bad system overall, but if you compare it to a skid steer, where you can change between a lawnmower and say something like a loader or even forks in under 2 minutes, there's really just nothing that can match that. And in my case, I had one implement that only worked on my tractor that I absolutely loved, and that was this A1 Mr. Bug Sprayer. Now, I showed this on my channel last year. I used it to spray garlic oil and different treatments on my lawn and woods to control ticks and mosquitoes, but on a skid steer, I don't have any PTO because this machine is 100% hydraulically driven, and all of my implements go on the front of the machine. Anytime you have an implement from a tractor that you want to put on a skid steer, you're generally going to have two issues. First is the mounting itself. That's just the physical part, the brackets. The second issue is figuring out how can you get that power to run the attachment. There are a number of adapters out there for static implements, meaning the type that don't require any sort of power. But that wasn't going to work for me because the bug sprayer absolutely needed this PTO. So I asked my dealer about it, and they said, unfortunately, Bobcat doesn't make that type of adapter, and I just figured I was kind of screwed. But they actually said to reach out to this website called Skid Steer Solutions, and these guys make an adapter that not only allows you to mount it, you can power it as well. But even within a PTO, there are some issues because a power takeoff unit has to operate at a fixed RPM. But surprisingly, these guys at Skid Steer Solutions knew exactly what I was trying to do. They asked me a bunch of questions about the Toolcat, and they were able to sell me an adapter that included a power takeoff motor as well. This PTO motor is hydraulically driven. And if you're wondering why I need a bug sprayer in the fall, I don't. But last year, I figured something out by mistake. As I was going through the woods, I realized this thing is surprisingly a good leaf blower. About 2 weeks later, I got this attachment in the mail, came on a pallet, everything showed up without any damage, which is always a good thing, especially when you're shipping something freight. Next, you need to mount your attachment to the adapter. You'll need to connect both of the side pins, and then you'll need to put a top link on as well. These top links are adjustable. You can extend them out just by twisting them, and eventually you're going to get your attachment level or to the position that you want. Next, you've got to connect the drive shaft. So you'll want to make a measurement between the two shafts and then get a drive shaft, which also are adjustable, so you don't have to have a perfect measurement that will basically fit between them. Now, with all of that in place, I do have one thing on this adapter that is pretty strange. The bug sprayer does also require electricity. On the old tractor, I was using my cigarette lighter, and because this one's in the front, it can't really reach the machine nearly as easily. So I came up with a better idea, and surprisingly, it actually involves EcoFlow. Now, nothing in this video is sponsored by them. I actually just purchased one of their batteries. I wanted everything pretty tight, so I actually welded this battery box in place. I just got it on Amazon. It wasn't a lot of money, and now I've got a place to mount my EcoFlow battery, and this unit will be completely self-powered electrically. And now I can wirelessly run this thing from the cab. And of course, now's the good part. We're going to fire this thing up, and I'll give you guys a demonstration of the kind of leaf blowing performance from this bug sprayer. The single best thing about this bug sprayer that sets it apart is that the hood in this thing, or the blower, articulates. Goes about 320 degrees. This allows you to just make a single pass, and you can hit both sides of your road or your trail or whatever you might be trying to do. So now as I'm running this thing, you can see right away this blower works really well. Now as I'm using this, I need a little bit more time behind the wheel here to get it right, but I can move the implement up and down. I can also tilt it as well using the skid steer mount, but more importantly, of course, I can rotate it using the remote. So I'm very happy with this result. I think it's doing a pretty good job. There are a lot of implements out there for sale, especially good used ones, and this may open up a possibility for you if you already own or you're getting a new skid steer machine. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the Silver Symbol channel for more videos coming up.